Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling.
Though I love Africa and I love Kenya and I love Kericho, man, I would have been maybe in Texas because most of the time I'm fantasizing about Texas. Sometimes I come up with content like, "Hi, man, I'm from Texas. I got a gun. I got." Or someone says, "You're getting older. You shouldn't be doing this." And I'm like, now it's unique because the social media and these technologies, to stand out, you gotta be doing things the opposite way.
Akiongea kizungu unasikia venye anasema?
Hata tuelewake sana lakini yeye anagonga kabisa. Anagonga kabisa.
Inapita pita.
Inapita pita.
He has attained celebrity status on social media because of his creativity, mimicking and lip-syncing songs online using localized items, plus his American accent. I'm talking about Johnson Kesir, also known as Tallman, from here in Kericho, as you can attest from the lush greenery around us. My name is Kingori Wangeshi, and this is Kesir's story. Thank you so much, Tallman, for allowing us to come and have a sit down with you after seeing you go viral on TikTok. We know you as Tallman. Please introduce yourself to us and to our audience.
Thank you so much, my friends. And you're much welcome here in Kericho, Kenya. This is my beautiful place. I was born here, and I enjoy and I love being here. And so you're welcome. This is Tallman or Tall Kesir. My name is Johnson Kesir. So they know me in TikTok as Kesir Johnson. Yeah, the American. They call me some call me Sungu, and I've done my videos are doing well in South Africa now. They're calling me Malume. Malume meaning uncle or brother to mama. So I enjoy that very much. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
We want to get right into a story of how you found that you can be on TikTok, because, you know, TikTok mostly, we see Gen Zs doing all these things, creating content and all that. So we'll get to a point where you as the uncle got in there. But can we begin with how you grew up? Because I also know it has a story.
Yeah. Cool. Your question is so, I like that. I grew up in an extended family. A family where you find cousins and uncles there, aunties, and even family friends. You don't know them, but they are there in that family. So I grew up there, but I think I was the only one who wasn't like much welcome. I was not much welcome because I didn't have my biological father. I never saw my biological father myself. My mama brought me to this world when she was still a teenager. She was little. And so grandmama took over, looked after both of us, like her kids. And so the other members were like taking advantage of me, bullying me, and ridiculing me. And so the only person that I depended on for security and assurance in life and all that was my grandmama. And then I grew up with a lot of fear. I may call it childhood trauma. Yeah, but we didn't have TV, but we didn't have TV. But I would sneak and go watch American stuff, or The Bold and the Beautiful, if you remember, and The Bold and the Beautiful, and some films. Yeah, I remember we had James Bond. Yeah, and I love the American accent so much.
So I was just about to ask, what's up with the accent? We are in Kericho. This is a heavily Kalenjin accented area, and people who live here also speak Kalenjin and English, but we also have a distinct accent from within. So what's up with this American accent?
Wow, it's all about passion. I had that passion ever since I was little. Passion to, like, I want to speak like those people that are watching on TV, or the Bold and the Beautiful characters. I had a very beautiful character by the name Brooke. Very nice girl, attractive girl. And I wanted to sound like her. So I grew up like, when they say water, I want to go and practice water. Even when I'm in bed, I want to say water. I want to speak to myself loudly. I want to speak like that. So I had passion for it, the love for it. Okay, and you've asked, like, you are in reserve, you are in a remote place? How comes it's perfect? You're not the first one to ask me that. I have friends from Australia, United Kingdom, USA. They're like, we've stayed here with Wasungus, but we are not that perfect, man. How come? Don't lie to us. You've been here. Maybe you were deported or something. They don't believe this. But I also sometimes I'm like, how was I so flexible? But I think it's all about time, because I told you I started as a kid, loving this, and despite that I dropped out of school, but I still had that passion really to like, let me pick something, anything written, and I want to read it loud to myself, listen to it. Yeah.
Hold it right there. You said that you dropped out of school. At what point or which class did you drop out of?
Wow. I never made to high school. I never sat for my KCPE. I was to sit for my KCPE, but I knew my grandmama would be troubled, because all along, every time she tries to sell something for me, to support me on my health or anything, even a clothing, shoes, something, she would be, troubled, quarreled at. She would cry, but she was all the time wants to buy me something, wants to support me. So I thought sitting for my KCPE, I'd qualify. She would want to see me go to high school, and so more troubles would come to her. Let me run away. Then I ran away.
You've got to be kidding me, because you didn't complete primary school education. How did you learn the English language so well, to this point that we are here discussing your accent and doing great stuff on TikTok?
Yeah, I told you earlier that it's all about passion. When you have passions for anything, nothing will like hinder you from achieving it. And I didn't know how I would come to this far, that I would be, they say, perfect. But I don't see myself as I have that perfection. But I had that passion. So after dropping out of school, I kept on reading books, novels, the investigative, we may call it crime novels. And I enjoyed them. I really enjoyed them. I would imagine the story, the characters there, like they're walking somewhere, and I enjoyed. Sometimes I would act, or I would imagine myself as the characters that I have read, that I have come across on those books. And so that way, maybe I was building my grammar. I'm not good with grammar anyway. But so the accent came from watching lots and lots of films. And another thing maybe that took me to watching films in whatever they were showing is maybe I became an introvert, maybe because of the things that I went through as a kid. There was a trauma, because sometimes I call myself an introvert, because I don't hang out much with friends. So I would find a secluded place there, like I want to sit in a corner, watch TV or watch films. So it's like an over and over thing, like a continuous thing, like it's an everyday thing with passion again, helped me to achieve this. And another thing, I don't know why people tend to look at it English to be more like or something, extraordinary than any other language. It's not. It's just like any other language. If you want to learn the Luo, you don't have to go to school to perfect it. You learn it through exposing yourself to whoever is using that language. Yeah.
And as a linguist, I can agree with you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now that I'm mingling with people who are much, they have much exposure there. I didn't know that. Because
Now, you said that you thought your grandma would be troubled in paying for your school fees. How was that life? How well was your family with your grandma? The flow of income and all that.
Oh, it wasn't that. I told you we were in. I grew up in a or extended family, large family, where resources were shared, and so they were not comfortable with me seeing me, having been poured of shoes, nice shoes, shiny, something like that, or going to school and some others are lacking, something like that. So they were not comfortable with that. And then we had this kind of, in our traditions, I think as Africans, there's a way we see people or kids without parents or without fathers as the unwanted or something like that. So I understand. I grew up to be an adult to even forgive them and moved on. But then again, we have scars. That's why I'm out here. I'm trying. Every time I go live on TikTok, I want to share because it's a way to try to heal if there is any wound that is left that is not healed. But I've got scars, of course. And one of the scars is that I feel like I wish I had a chance to go to school. I would have written books or something like that. I would have done art because I love art so much. I love poetry and all that. Yeah.
So if you went to school, where do you think you would be today?
Well, though I love Africa and I love Kenya and I love Kericho, man, I would have been maybe in Texas because most of the time I'm fantasizing about Texas. A big ranch with horses in it. Yeah, sometimes I come up with content like, "Hi, man, I'm from Texas. I got a gun. I got." I feel good about that. I fantasize a lot about Wasungu land and Texas and all that.
Would you want to go to Texas?
Whoa, if I had a chance. Man, I would fly. Yeah, there and maybe settle there or something like that. But I love Africa also. I love Kenya. Yeah, because I've gotten older. Like I grew up here. I love the weather, the everything, environment, the trees, birds, people. Uh-huh.
Before we get into the TikTok story, how do your fellow villagers here perceive you now?
Oh, some are like, that say because he doesn't have kids and longer. It's like he's behaving like a kid, or maybe we have this kind of. I think you've heard of. We call it middle life crisis, and they are like, he's got that. He's living through a middle life crisis, or trying to relive the life he never lived. He missed something in the past, but it's all about things that I love. You see, nothing is pushing me into that. I'm so excited. And even before TikTok, I would go to the river and swim. I would just look at this, a place where it's so silent, no one is watching me. Take off my clothes and swim like a kid. I would climb up a tree just to go relax up there. I don't know what's happening in my head, but I feel good. And then, but when I joined TikTok, they were like, because it's like, everyone is there, so they're judging me. But, well, those are just a few friends who want and they have this African thing, like when you become an adult, you gotta be trooping in. You should be sad. You should be thinking about peace and your kids and investments and all that. But hey, I don't think, and I don't want to believe that there's a age where you stop being happy, you stop being funny, you stop being there is a childhood self in ourselves. Yeah.
Mi nataka tu kujua mnachukulia Tallman namna gani, zile vitu anafanya online, mnazipenda, hiyo accent yake mnaichukuliaje?
Accent yake tunaona iko sawa. Pia tunaipenda because most of us ndio at least tuna like hapo because tunaona kazi yake si mbaya, ako sawa.
Mnamwambia aendelee. Hamuoni kama yeye ni mzee kufanya hizi TikToks?
Ako sawa. Aendelee.
Na wewe unasemaje kuhusu bwana Tallman? Umemjua kutoka utotoni akigrow, ni nini umeona tofauti sasa hivi akiwa hivi?
Namfahamu vizuri, tushafanya na yeye, tushakaa na yeye na nimeona aendelea ashikilia hapo kabisa.
Kiasi kwamba media imefika hapa, unaona anaelekeaje ama maono yako ni gani?
Tumeona yenyewe kazi yenye anafanyanga imelete mwangaza sasa. So pongezi.
Tunaona kazi ya Tallman ni kazi mzuri. Tumefanya na yeye kwa boiler, tunaenda kurusha kuni kwa boiler. Na sasa hivi vile amefika sasa ni mzuri sana. Naambia shikilia hapo. Endelee kabisa.
Akiongea kizungu unasikia venye anasema?
Hata tuelewane sana, lakini yeye anagonga kabisa. Anagonga kabisa. Inapita. Ni kama mtu amelelewa tu kwa Amerika.
Asanteni sana. How did you join TikTok?
Wow, it was my daughter's idea. And I told you that I started drinking and smoking the big gun, marijuana that is, at the age of 21 because there's a number of things that pushed me into doing tracks. One of it being, I still wanted to go to school. Another thing, family and friends and like everyone, like they are pushing me to get married and have kids and all that. And yet, I don't want to be a father myself. I don't want to have a stable friend, maybe just, I don't want to get into that system of getting married, having kids, and all that because of the things that I went through. I didn't want to have kids. Maybe I just wanted to have someone who would understand me. We would live together, but not have to, nothing to like have kids. Then I happened to visit a clinic, a urologist, and I'm asking for vasectomy. At the age of 20, I was turning 22 then. I don't have a family, I don't have kids, I don't have a wife. So they were like, no, we don't do that to someone without kids. Go back and think again, you're still young. So I'm like, I got my idea, I'm old enough. I've done research. This is my thing. I don't want to be a father. So they laughed at me. They say, come on, go home. Go back home, bring your wife, haven't gotten married, and at least have 2 kids to come here and you may qualify for it. So I tried another town again, different town, not Kericho. I traveled to Kisumu, tried again, and the same thing again. They told me, no, according to our ethics, we cannot do that. So I happened to have cried. I remember cried and started there now, drinking and smoking and looking at myself as like an animal. Because now I don't have any program, like they are pushing me to do things and I'm not comfortable with. So started drugs there, and at age 20, turning 23 there, I met somebody, someone, a woman, lady, and 1, 2, 3, we became mother, father.
You did not want to become a father and went for vasectomy. They told you can't have a vasectomy before you become a father. And now you are a father. How old is your daughter?
My daughter is turning 25, and it was not easy really bringing up a child because I feared when I was so scared. I would get goosebumps every time she cries because I grew up with her crying and all that, and I didn't want to share that pain with a child. And I would run away from that room. But every time she's happy, I want to play with her. I want to throw her up, bath her, something like that. But I didn't want to really be a father. So if there is anything that I regret is that I had to listen to society, to family. I didn't want to be a father. So I missed that life of not being a parent myself. I had that imagination that I'll be okay without being a father.
How do you feel today being a father to your daughter now?
Well, I had to adjust. I had to, I took time to learn to acceptance. That's the key to the happiness that I have. And, I developed that connection with my daughter, and after her becoming an adult, she also understood me. I've shared this with her, and she understands me. She doesn't like hate me for that. She understands me. And I'm not saying that I regret having my daughter. I love her so much. So I had to develop that kind of, understand, adjust, and acceptance. It's always been my thing. Mm-hmm.
You keep mentioning and talking about your daughter. How about her mother, your wife?
Yeah, we separated. We separated after the things that I think I always think about maybe childhood trauma that I went through, and resulted into me not being into a stable union. So we separated sadly, and we still communicate anyway because our daughter is ours, not mine alone. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Take us through this period that now you are joining TikTok officially. You said that it's your daughter who pushed you to get into TikTok, to run away from the substance abuse that you were used to. What is that conversation that you had with her and you were convinced that I can try TikTok?
Wow. At first, I didn't want to take her phone because she gave me her phone as a gift and as a way again to teeth at me at home, not to go drinking and all that. So I thought, what if I go and do some collateral? You see, this you go give out your phone, so you may take drugs maybe or drink, and then later on you may lose it. So I told her, no, keep on staying with your phone. Visit me sometimes. I'm gonna be doing what I've been doing. And then she said, no, once you open your account, you gotta be active, right? And so that idea developed slowly.
Congratulations on that effort, because it's the effort that ultimately brings in the results that we want. What is that video that you did and went viral? How did you know it was viral? Did you receive calls, messages, or how do you know that today the video that I did either today or yesterday went viral?
Wow, I never know. I have lots of ideas in my head. Sometimes I'm not serious in it. But then I remember after it goes viral, I thought, I should have done it perfect. I should have done it this way. But then it has already gone. It has already been accepted. It is doing viral. And so I didn't plan it. I just picked something, pepper, and I came up with a window, right? And I was doing the Case song, the I'm missing you. So I lifted the pepper that looked like a window, and so it went viral. And I don't understand this algorithm, because right now, every time I post something, that video that I posted, it went viral in South Africa. So I don't understand why. Maybe I look like, some say I look like Oliver Mtukunsi. Maybe, I don't know. Some say I look like that character. The cards must be crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So it went viral. And I thought, I should have done something. I wish I could redo it. Yeah. And I enjoyed that so much.
As I was coming here, I met some people and they told me, when I told them that I'm coming to see you, they were like, they love what you do. You entertain them day in, day out. Where do you get these ideas from?
Wow. Again, one thing I wanna say, I'm so grateful for my fans, because every time they comment something, be it negative, be it positive, I learn something from them. Really, I pick something, an idea there, and so I create. Someone may want to request a song, and guides me like, I want to see you do this. Come up with a gun, come up with something using your papers. And that is a good idea. Or someone says, you're getting older, you shouldn't be doing this. And I'm like, now it's unique, because the social media and these technologies, to stand out, you got to be doing things the opposite way, or rather the unique way. So I'm getting an idea like, I'm going to keep on doing that. Because that's a unique thing.
Some of the people who are watching are also in Texas and other states in America. Let me ask, since you started doing these TikTok videos that are viral, you have millions of views and hundreds of thousands of followers. I think I saw about 2 million likes on your account.
Yes.
What has become of your fame? What benefit, what results have you seen from, or what impact have you seen from this fame and popularity on TikTok?
Wow, it has made me to accept myself that I'm somebody, because I grew up looking at myself as an alien or somebody unwanted. I don't have any value at all. My life is nothing. But I haven't done that, gone viral. I haven't receiving gifts like day out, day in. Okay, even when I'm out of I haven't done a thing. I'm not live, right? Because when you go live, you get all that roses, money, and all that. But even when I'm not live, somebody wants to send me something. All right, someone wants to call me and say, man, you're not going live, you don't have bundles. And I'm like, oh man. Anyway, and then they want to send me something. Another thing is that I will say it's like a gift to my daughter, because she wanted to see me sober. And so it's like an achievement already. Though TikTok is not big in Kenya, but at least we connecting with people. It has made me to accept myself, and that is one of the things that positive. It is the things that TikTok has really brought to me.
And of course, we have come to have this exclusive interview with you.
I forget. I shouldn't have forgotten that, really. Thank you so much, seeing cameras, directed at me. There's more of being a celeb, really. A diva.
You are, because you're viral on TikTok. What do you do on a daily basis when you're not entertaining us with papers? Some you have created in form of a propeller of a plane. Others I saw as was it a trumpet or what was that? Yeah, when you're not doing these things, yes, saxophone. When you're not doing these things, what do you do on a daily basis?
Well, I work. I'm employed myself. I work as a cleaner. Before that, I was a tea picker. So I'm employed, and also I'm a farmer. I have a small garden at home. I inherited it from my stepfather, and so I've got bananas in it. I've got trees in it. I've got a small garden in it. I also got pets. Got 6 of them. Mother dog, and her puppies, 4 puppies, and a cat, very lovely cat. So when I have, I'm not on TikTok. I'm playing with my cat. I'm playing with my dogs. I'm feeding them. I'm petting them, and all that, and checking their health and all that. Yeah.
You're quite an interesting chap. What would you consider as some challenges in your life?
Wow, I want to be TikTok for like forever. So right now I don't have ring light. I don't have a room. Most of the time I want to go live. I got some disturbances. I don't have electricity myself. And what again? That. So let me say I'm not much equipped, but at least I'm trying. Yeah. So that is the challenges that I'm going through. But the critics, I'm okay with that. I can handle. Anyone saying, "Oh, Papa, you shouldn't be doing it. Oh, Malume, you shouldn't be doing this." I'm okay with that. I can handle that because I've gone through a lot, and it's all about acting anyway. When I pretend or I act like a lady, dancing and trying to roll my eyes like a lady, I'm not a lady. I can't. That cannot change me into a woman. No, this is just a presentation. It's kind of hard. Yeah, and I enjoy that so much. Yeah.
Bringing up your daughter and the things that now she has shown you, including TikTok, has that changed your perspective of parenthood?
Wow, man, yeah, a little bit like I'm like getting me to like confused somehow because I didn't want to be a parent, and I had like I missed that, and then again I'm having a savior, my daughter. I'm looking at her as my she saved me, and then again I'm looking back at. I wouldn't have gotten into tracks if it wasn't the family pushing me in society, the whole society, going to clinic and my urologist asking me to go get married and all that. So I blame society. I don't want to blame my daughter because she's innocent. And I'm thinking, so I'm having that discussion in my head, like, oh, what would have life been really? Maybe I would have been in school. Maybe I would have been a professor or something. But I enjoy having, every time I'm with my daughter, I see her as a savior. And sometimes I'm thinking of my grandmama. I lost my grandmama anyway 2 years ago. And those are 2 ladies, I call them my gods. They saved me. They gave me, my grandma, assured me that I'm human, that I'm loved. She would always take me to church and says, you know what, if there is anybody in this family that is loved and cared and taken care and remembered by God, it's you. And so I felt like I'm assured. So I grew up in the arms of my grandmama, and I looking at her as a God, Jesus, somebody, savior to me. And here again, I'm having my daughter as a savior again. So it's okay.
So you were telling us that the society was telling you until you get a boy, you don't qualify for vasectomy, but you still went for it.
Yeah, I went for it because initially they told me you ain't qualifying because you're not a father yet. You gotta be a father. So I went there. Then I'm thinking again, what are they gonna see? Because I only have a daughter. And then there, they refused. They say, come on, go back, man. gotta have 2-4 at least, because you're an African, you're Kalenjin, you can come here with a daughter. You're gonna regret later, and then it will be a trouble to practitioners here, the urologist, right? According to their ethics there.
Do you have any fears in life?
Yes, fear of anything unknown that may happen, like being robbed or something like that, because I grew up with lots of fears, being bullied and all that. So sometimes I wake up like, oh, where am I? So I fear anything. Like now I'm being famous. That's kind of fears, insecurity, like, but yeah, but I'm okay anyway. I can handle that.
Did you plan to become or to attain this celebrity status?
Oh, I never knew that. I never knew it would turn out to be a career. I just joined TikTok because I just wanted to keep myself busy. It was all about, I want to watch films. I want to download stuff like that. My daughter knew that it was all about me watching. And then again, I told her, let me do some content. She said, oh, go ahead. You're all funny. And maybe you're going to be okay with it, as long as you're going to connect with your friends, going to keep you busy. But I never knew it would turn out to be taking me far and being a celeb or something. Yeah. So it was all the objective. It was all about me quitting or stopping or reducing if possible. Yeah, but it turned out to be very positive. Like, I no longer drink, I no longer smoke, I no longer visit those places. I have enough time, or rather, I'm like, even I'm not having enough to do my content. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about your relationship with the other gender.
Yeah.
You went for vasectomy. You're not going to be a father anymore. What kind of attention comes your way from the ladies?
Oh yeah.
How is your DM? How does it look like?
I understand what you're trying to say. It is okay. I'm having friends from South Africa, Uganda, ladies. They wanna like, how you did vasectomy? Do you perform something like that? But hey, vasectomy and castration is something. They are two different things. Yeah. So I'm still a performer. Yeah, I perform. I'm okay with it. But now, because I'm heartbroken, see, she ran away. My wife ran away a long time ago, and I felt like heartbroken. I fear to love again, but to perform, yeah, it's okay. I'm okay with it.
All right. So how about how do you deal with the attention that comes from the ladies?
Now I understand you. Well, I take them as my fans. Yeah, of course. I have plenty of them. Even Chances. Xiang is very young, like 19 years, 20, 21 years. They were like, hey. And I'm like, come on, look at me, I'm a papa. Look at my bald head. And they're like, no, I don't want to listen to that. You're so romantic and you want to kill me. And I'm like, no. It just remain fans. And another thing, I don't know why. Is it that music tend to attract females? Because I'm talking about my fans, most of them are women, females. And I don't know why. 90% of them are females. Most of those engaging in everything that I post are females. Every time I go live, those who sending me gifts and all that, they want to holla me, they want to know where I'm from, all are women. And I don't know what's going on. Is it that I'm romantic? I don't know. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm questioning, like, really, what is going on here? Is it music? Is it is it music that moves women? Maybe, I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Do you have any challenge for us today, the things that you do? I see sometimes some of your videos, you start with your bald head, and then you reveal yourself. What kind of a challenge would you have for us today?
We do something? Okay, maybe we dance. Yeah, dance a little. Yeah. I'm not good dancer myself, but we're gonna try together. Yeah.
What are your final words, maybe words of advice to people who may be struggling with what you are struggling with before you found this new purpose in life? you can just say what you would want them to hear now.
Yeah. So I know someone somewhere is suffering from, though the times has really changed, but I know there's somebody suffering somewhere, like they are looking for their, maybe father. Mostly fathers run away from their kids. I don't know why in Africa. So if you're there and you're like, you want to see your father, or you're missing something from your father, I understand that. But and also parents, single ladies, please talk to you, accept all those questions. If possible, show them their fathers. They do not mean that like they're gonna leave you and live with their father. They just want to, quite that, they have that. They wanna see, and then maybe they're gonna do away with them, right? So and another thing, drugs. Okay, don't start it if you haven't. Quit it while you can. The moment they take a grip on you, it's so difficult, my friend. Because with me, there's been a process, a very long process. I never knew I would be what I am. Sometimes I would cry at night, like, what am I gonna do to quit? It's not like somebody may be thinking, it's something you can't stop. Who's gonna force you to do it? It's not that easy. It's a disease. Yeah.
How happy are you now compared to that period?
Much happier. Much. I feel sometimes like a king. Like I celebrate this life really, despite the fact that I got damages. I started at the age of 21, smoking and drinking. But now, at least the little time that I'm having now, being sober, I celebrate it. I feel good, really. Sleeping with no hangover, no puking, no loss of money. Because of most of the time when you go drinking, you don't plan yourself. Later on, you wake up thinking, what did I do? What shouldn't have done this. I'm able to, I have now good appetite, really. I eat well.
Talking of appetite, apart from the traditional milk that you are known for, mursik, from the region, what is your favorite meal?
Samaki. I love fish so much. I love fish and waru.
Kabla tuondoke, kuna wale ambao wanatazama interview yako hata kama ni ya kwanza. And asante sana kutupea exclusive. Kuna mtu ambaye hajui account yako ya TikTok ama your social media handles, unaweza wapea sasa hivi. Na if you're comfortable giving out your number, please do.
Yeah. Okay, my number 0726 507 732. Kesir Johnson. Yeah, Kesir Johnson is the name. I'm a TikToker myself, and my handle there is Kesir Johnson. Tol Kesir, as at Tol Kesir. Kesir is HKHESIR.
We'll have them on this video.
Sure. And Facebook again is Tol Kesir, or Tol Man. Tol Kesir. Still, you can Google Kesir, KHESIR, and you can search and you can find me.
Final question, what would you tell critics, those who bully others online?
It's a bad thing. But one thing that I have learned is that those who bully other people, when you look at them, they don't have any content at all. Maybe it's all about envy. Yeah, I think so. And so, please, if you've been bullied, see it on another positive way. Try to learn something from them. And the easiest way is to ignore, maybe block them, or just ignore and learn. The more you learn to ignore. And I got this from my daughter. At some point, I was like, I want to back off. I don't want it. But my daughter kept on telling me, come on. These are what you see. There's a lot that they are saying without you seeing or hearing. So keep on doing what you're doing. And here I am sharing with you that, come on, ignore. Because they're still there. They were there. And I think stick to the positive. People who are supportive and commenting something positive.
What message would you have for your daughter?
I love my daughter. If you're listening, my daughter, I love you so much. I love you so much. And thank you. You're my God. I call her my God. She saved me. I'm going to do a content called lip syncing there. You saved me. for her, dedicating. Yeah, I love her.
Thank you so much, Kesir. We talk of Texas Rangers,
Yeah.
so now we're talking of Kericho Ranger,
Yeah.
Tolman Kesir Johnson. Thank you so much for your time,
You're welcome.
and we hope that they have been inspired.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Tuko family, if you've been following, then you know that we've just landed from Texas to here in Kericho. What an episode have we had here with Tolman Johnson Kesir from Kericho. Oh my goodness, I could listen to him all day. But I'm sure you also get entertained by his content on TikTok. That has been his story of inspiration, struggling and overcoming it, and now finding a new purpose. My name is Kingori Wangeshi. Keep watching Tuko. Thank you for your support. Ufuate ujamaa pale.